Well, hello, greetings, and thank you for being able to take over my class for the next few days while I'm at senior retreat. And so, just kind of wanted to quickly just to introduce myself. So, I'm Gabriel Estrada, and so I hope that the students are well for you. So they're actually like really good. So they're really good students, and they're like to have a lot of fun within the classroom. And I'm pretty sure. I mean, you've been here before, and both of you know. So enjoy. I do have a system within the class. It's if they're doing everything they should be doing, then they receive covenant blessing points, and those covenant blessing points results for them to be able to use their notes on a quiz in the future. And so if you see that they're doing a good job and they're doing everything that they should be doing, then please give them a covenant blessing point. You'll see it up on the board. It'll say covenant blessings. You can just give them a point on there, and then when I get back, then I can know that they'll be rewarded for it. They'll be rewarded. And then otherwise, as far as the lessons, so the lessons, I am going to upload them to YouTube. I'll try to also put it on a disc or USB for the computer. So if you want to play it from there, then you can. And that they'll be going through the notes, and I'll have them on my desk. So the notes that they're not around right now, but the notes, and it'll have a packet. So they'll be working through a packet, and then within the PowerPoint that will be displayed at the beginning of each, and it'll be incorporated within my recording. It'll let them know what they should be looking at. We're going through an overview of the Old Testament right now, and the first section, or what you'll be covering for them, will be the latter prophets in the writing section. And that if it's too long or they're still working, because the way it's designed, they'll have a section at the first part of the class, and they'll go through all the questions that are on their sheet. And then once they finish, then you could put on the recording, so you could play it for them. And then I'll kind of walk over those questions that they had, or fill in some of the blanks that they need. Same thing then with for the writing section. So the writing section, they'll have a page. They'll be looking at Daniel chapter 7 and answering questions from that. And then afterwards, if you want to play it, then I will answer the questions on there and go through it. And in the beginning of the class, if you want to play the video and you'll look at it, if you see it, you'll see how it's set up. I kind of go over the objectives, so the objective for today, and then able to tie it into the biblical core of what we've been covering, and then begin to look at the agenda, what we'll do. And it's the same for both of the days that we're looking at the overview of the Old Testament, where they're working in a group, and then being able to do the overview and a review at the end. So that introduction material is recorded on there, and then on the PowerPoint slide, it'll say, go ahead and break into your groups, and then they'll go into their groups. And then once they're done, then if you want to bring them back, and then you can just push play again, and then it'll go into me giving the explanation for that day. Okay, well, I hope that is helpful. And I have the rosters on the desk. I also have the seating chart. So the seating chart is there, and they should know what it is. And then other than that, I think that's, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The password should be, well, if you're watching it, then you probably found it. But that'll be on the desk as well. And then I also, for Friday, if they haven't finished with the latter prophets and the writing, then on Friday I have a worksheet. So a worksheet that's tied into the historical background, and they'll be working from their ESV study Bible. So the ESV study Bible will have that information for them, what they need to be able to answer those questions, and that'll be due at the end of the period. And if you have any questions about that sheet, then please reach out to Mr. Lytle. So he's the one who developed the sheet that we're both using in our class. Okay. All right. Well, I hope that it goes well, and hope that I answered the questions that you might have had. And then other than that, yeah. All right. Okay. Well, blessings to you, and thank you again.